There's the click. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's me, Donovan Sadiq. It is August 21st, 2025. It is 10 a.m. in the morning. I just got done with my VA appointment at Javante Clinic. Javante Clinic is located in the country of Dominican Republic. My second home. My second home. I will be back in the Dominican Republic in about a month or so. So, loving this new camera. It does everything I need it to do. Didn't want to spend the 60, $80 because, I'm very thrifty with my money. And it's doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm very happy. I don't really use the light that comes with it. Let me show you guys. See how I'm lighting up a little bit. I'm going to turn it down. So great camera. Got it for 15 bucks off of eBay. So not too bad. Don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. Last night, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. So don't think that I'm ignoring you. I missed my city council meeting on Tuesday. Haven't been really feeling great. The meds that they've got me on it's adjusting. I got to adjust to it. So I haven't really been feeling super great. But regardless of how I feel, I am still taking care of the Benny project. Benny is right here. And after being a year old, he is starting to adapt to his reality that this is how he's going to be. He still does his walks. One thing I know from my experience with animals, especially dogs, I'm not a dog expert. I'm more of a cat expert than I am a dog expert. But one thing I know about dogs, they like to be in a routine. And they know what's going to come next. When the good thing about Beanie is when I go to the gym, I go to the gym at night. It's more convenient for me because they cut the hours at the base. Another attempt to move the retirees out so we don't enjoy our benefits. But and that isn't it. Also, there's hiring freeze, so they can't bring people in. It's just messed up. So the gym is only open from 5 to 5. Monday through Friday, even though the majority of the people that use the gym are retirees. And then, you go to the meeting and they say, oh, you don't have the numbers to justify keeping this open. Well, golly, if you're cutting the hours, and anyway, don't get me started on that. For those of you guys that are still in the military, or those of you guys that are retired from the military, you got to use those benefits. You've got to make your voice be heard. You've got to. So those guys that are in the military still, one day, if you make it a career, you're going to retire, and you're going to wonder why you can't do this. You're going to wonder why you can't do that. If you guys have been watching, I put up a Space A from North Island in San Diego. A lot of flights out of North Island going into Hawaii, Whidbey Island, Oceana, Virginia. If they fly all over the place. So, and I do that to help my fellow veterans, that want to travel and do some stuff. Shouldn't have to pay $600, $700 a ticket just to go to Hawaii when you can just get on transport. You and your wife or spouse, could get on the thing and go. So anyway, Benny likes routine, so he knows when I come home from the gym, pull into the garage, park the car, he's going for a walk. And it's summertime right now, so we have to go to the for a walk at night. When it's cooler, because he ain't going to make it during the day. There's no way. And then there's other dogs out there, so he's not... Being a puppy, I don't want him distracted. Because when there's other dogs, he wants to go play with the other dogs, and, the other dogs want to come play with him. It's just messed up. So, anyway, you guys that are dog people, you guys know what I'm talking about. They like routine. As far as Claude the cat, I came home last night, and Claude the cat that had the big thing, and he's the feral... Claude the feral cat. I came home last night and he was sleeping in my bed. He has made himself completely at home and has set up headquarters here in my house. And nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I got a pet door. He's going to come through that pet door. And there's really nothing I can do about it. People say, well, just, run him off. You really can't. Once cats make a claim, it's good. And then one thing about feral cats, because they're in the elements, their fur gets closer to their body, kind of like fish gills, where it kind of protects them. So when the water hits them, it like bounces off of them. But now, because he's eating decent food and getting a good diet and stuff, and I got him antibiotics, got him fixed, you know, putting him back out there on the wild. I didn't know if he was going to come back or not, but he did. And his fur is starting to come out now, and he's starting to look really good as a cat. He's a really handsome cat. Very sad, but you know, he has a sad look on it. That's why I helped him. But he's a really good cat, and I'm seeing his fur start coming out, and he's really thin, but he is way bigger than my cats. I mean, he's the same size as them, but if you look at my cats versus him, my cats are fluffier. They have that fluffy look. He has that really lean, skinny look, but he's starting to, his fur is starting to come out. So he just busted in the door this morning. I guess he was walking his territory, and he's back. So long story short, Claude is doing great. Misty, my 17-year-old cat, she's still going strong. She drinks a lot of water, which is great, and she's going strong. Tylan, the Thai cat, is good. And T'Challa, my Black Panther, he in the summertime, he stays outside. He likes to stay in the garage and in the heat, so he's doing his thing. So let's get into it. Please forgive me. I'm a little distracted because I just took the pill. I got to take the pill 10 o'clock every day. This particular pill I got to take 10 o'clock every day. All right. The subject of the matter is the Texas House. Performative event by the Democrats. We're going to, instead of doing our job and sitting there and doing what they need to do, they decide to run off to Chicago in a private plane by their private donor and not do their job. How is that going to change anything? Only to come back and still got the same exact result. Did anybody in Texas or anybody in the Democratic Party notice that they use that as a donation tactic? Oh, we need to fund us leaving the state only to come back to get the same exact result, but we got your money. So, as we are here, people are saying that the Republicans are trying to rig the system and all of this great stuff, right? I agree with you. They are trying to rig the system. But here's my question. The flooding of illegal immigrants into the United States, what was that? What do you think that was about? A few months ago, if you guys have been following my show, and I know a lot of you guys can't stand my show, I said one of the reasons the Democrats are 10 toes down on illegal immigration has to do with the census. You do not have to be a citizen to be counted in the census. So ask yourself this. If you are saying that what the Republicans are doing in Texas is rigging the system in their favor, and it is, what do you call the flooding of migrants into the United States? Was that a Republican policy that did that, or was that a Democratic policy that did that? Wouldn't that be considered rigging the system? Did not, when you're in the census, isn't it about head count? More congressional seats you get, more federal dollars you get. So isn't that a form of redistricting? Isn't that a form of rigging the system? I said this months ago when this was all going down. The billions of dollars that we've spent to bring these migrants in here and house and feed them. By the way, while we have millions of Americans on the streets, much less 1 million of them being veterans, the billions of dollars we have to spend to get them out of here. All I'm saying is, let's be fair about this. Let's be fair. I've acknowledged that what the Republicans are doing in Texas is rigging the system. I acknowledge that. But where was your outrage when the Democrats were doing it? Oh, Donovan, you're into whataboutism. No, I'm not. I'm not saying whataboutism. My whole purpose is to get you guys to look at the whole picture. You're looking at political theater. What the Democrats did by leaving the state of Texas was, one, get your money in fundraising for the Democratic National Committee, right? Only to come back to get the same result they would have gotten if they had stayed there. You're looking at political theater. This is what I'm trying to tell you. These are the same party. They're playing games. Are they addressing unemployment in your neighborhood? Are they addressing issues that affect you as an American person? Neither party's doing this. It's all one-upsmanship. It's all entertainment. Oh, I'm not going to listen to Donovan because, he's a Republican and this is that. Totally not true. People just, my team's better than your team or whatever. Your team's better than my team. I'm trying to get you guys to understand. There's only one party. It's called the ruling party. That's it. So let's rephrase this in case some of you guys don't understand. The Republicans are trying to rig the system because of the midterms. I get it. Now here in California, Gavin Newsom is doing the same exact thing. Where's the outrage for that? If it's wrong over here, shouldn't it be wrong over here? They're doing the exact same thing, right? See, this is where I get confused. It's heresy to do it over here. But when the Democrats do it, it's perfectly fine. Isn't Gavin Newsom trying to do the exact same thing to nullify what the Republicans are doing? Oh, well, he's trying to nullify it, Donovan, so, that makes it okay. Does it? Does it make it okay? Just trying to get you guys to really think. I'm a recovering Democrat. I've been in recovery for a very, very long time. And for me to get into recovery, I had to acknowledge there's a problem. And there is a problem with these parties, both parties. There's a big problem. Brother Tim, are you on here live or is this an early recording? I am live. I am live. I don't know if you can see the live thing right there. I'm on a different page of it, so I don't see exactly what you see, but it should say live right there somewhere like that. So, I just want you guys to understand you are looking at political theater. Kamala Harris. Oh my God, they're taking away women's rights to delete their children. Oh my gosh. They're taking away the right. The DNC had a deletion clinic right in front of the convention center. Women were outraged all across America. Oh my God, reproductive rights! Which doesn't make any sense because if you're deleting your children, how is that reproductive? Political theater, you guys. Can you still delete your children, ladies, if you want to in the United States? Yes, you can. Just come on over to California. They'll do it for you. But they get you all emotional, wrapped up in this stuff. And have you ever asked yourself, why do they do that? Especially the black people. Because we're emotional people. Political theater. You guys are watching political theater in real time. MSNBC, DNC, whatever you want to call it, just rebranded itself. Why did they do that? Hey, Brother Tim, I got to get you on the show. Me and you need to get on a show on a weekend, on a Saturday. You can pull up with your beer if you want to, and we could just have a great chat as two people, old friends, that might have differences of opinions, and that way you have different ideas floating. Because I'm very sure there are a lot of people that feel the way you do, and there's maybe 2 or 3 that feel the way I do. Right? So we really got to get you on the show, because it's very interesting. Some of your takes is very interesting, and it's real takes. And I like to have people who believe what they believe, and that's how it should be. You need to believe what you believe until you're proven any different. I always tell people, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong, but I'm just not going to take your word for it. That's why I make sure I use my phone and I Google stuff. But just because it's on the internet doesn't mean it's real. I Google many sources. Now, those of us that are old enough, remember those old book reports we used to have to do, and you would have to go to the library on a Saturday and go to the old index card and go look for the book and go research all of that great stuff. Remember that stuff? Now, remember when you did your book report, what did your teacher always tell you? You can't cite one source. You have to cite 2 to 3 different sources. And I never really understood why that was until I got much older. Tim says, I personally didn't look at the Texas Dems move as a way of drumming up money. However, I did ask the question, why leave the state only to quit and get the same damn results? Those people didn't stand in the fight. You guys, Brother Tim, my fellow Okiite, my fellow airman, my brother in Christ, he's a Democrat. I'm a recovering Democrat. I'm trying to get him into recovery, and he's getting there. He just won't. He's holding on to the bottle. He's holding on to it, right? But I'm gonna get him there because he's seeing it. And that's all I'm trying to get you. I don't care how you vote. If Tim continues to vote Democrat, God bless him. But at least he is taking the lenses off of his glasses and actually seeing what he's seeing in real time. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Look at what's going on in real time. And he said it perfectly. I'll read it again. I personally didn't look at the Texas Democrats' move as a way of drumming up money. However, I did ask the question, why leave the state only to quit and get the same damn results? Those people didn't stand in the fight. And Tim and I always have conversations, and that's what I told him is one of the reasons why I left the Democratic Party. They don't fight. They don't use the tactics that the Republicans use, because it's good cop versus bad cop. Either way it goes, both cops want to lock your ass up. Just one's not going to, take a phone book and beat you in the head with it. That's all. Tim says, I'm very disappointed in the weakness of Democrats. Not a damn tooth to bite right now. All bark. Exactly. And then what bothers me about him, because remember, you guys, I know a lot of you guys think I'm a Republican. I'm not a Republican. I'm a recovering Democrat. When you're in recovery from something, you've got to leave it alone because it's bad for you. Okay? But I still, want them to do the right thing. How do the Democrats run around and keep saying what the Republicans are doing in Texas is wrong, it's not right, and yet they're going to do it right here in California? Oh, but the Democrats are the party of the people. Really? If you're the party of the people, why aren't you fighting in Texas? Why did you run? To get the same result. Performative. This is all performative. And that's what bothers me. I don't want to see theater. I want to see things getting done. One of the things I voted for Trump for was the illegal immigration, to get these people out of here, because several factors. It's a number one threat to black people for jobs and American citizens for jobs. You undermine unions. What good is a union if the corporation is going to bring in people who are going to work for $3 a day? Well, what's the point of the union? Don't tell me you're pro-union and yet you are for illegal immigration. Come on. Make it make sense. So, if the Republicans are rigging the system, and they are, in Texas, and the Democrats are doing it, which doesn't make sense to me when we're already a super Democratic state, but you're doing it here in California, why is one better than the other? Somebody please explain. That's what I don't understand. If it's wrong for the Republicans to do it, why is it right for the Democrats to do it? Well, we got to fight fire with fire. Okay. In the same exact state, wouldn't it just be better to get candidates that actually are going to do what they say they're going to do for the people? That way this wouldn't be an issue. Stop gaslighting American people, Democrats or Republicans alike. The biggest reason why a lot of people do not like Donald Trump, in my opinion, is the fact that we've never seen a politician actually come into office doing what they say they're going to do. It's shocking. And one thing that we can take from this presidency, if you like it or not, he's here for the next 3.5 years. We could take this. No longer can a president tell us what he can't do. Obama, Biden, Bush. No longer can you tell us what you can't do. I don't have the votes. Executive order. Do it anyway. It's crazy. It is super duper crazy. The flooding of illegal migrants into the United States, is that not rigging the system? I said this months ago, what this was about. And it seems to me I was right. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Isn't that what my page says? I could be wrong. When Charles Barkley said that, was it Charles Barkley? I think that was the name of his book. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. Perfect for me. Because I give him a little bit outing, because I don't know everything. But I have good discernment. And I have great comprehension. I've been told. Isn't the flooding of America with illegal migrants, isn't that a way of rigging the system? I'm just saying. The census is not political. The census you don't have to be a citizen. It is based on head count. How many people are in the country? And whatever region you're in, the more people you have in that region, the more federal dollars you get and the more congressional seats you get. So if the Democrats did this first, now the Republicans are doing it, and now the Democrats are doing it in California. Political theater, you guys. How do you like it? Let's give them a round of applause. But I don't want to watch this show. I need stuff getting done. The big beautiful bill is on its way. What are you guys going to do about it? Notice that the Democrats don't even talk about the big beautiful bill. And if they do talk about it, it's all in fear. It's fear mongering. Oh my God, they're going to cut this, they're going to cut that. Yeah. Is this the first time the federal government's fat been cut? No. Oh, but you're a veteran, you're going to lose this, we lose that, lose this. So what? So what? And Okay, even if I lose my veterans benefits, let's just say hypothetically, let's just say I lose them. The Democrats get in power. What are they going to do? Are they going to restore them? How many benefits after Reagan and Bush, number one, left office, did the Democrats restore? Did Bill Clinton restore the food stamp cuts that Reagan it implemented in the 80s? No, he didn't. Joe Biden admitted that the crime bill, even Bill Clinton admitted, it was a mistake. It had the unfortunate intention of incarcerating black people at a disproportionate rate. He apologized for that. Did they repeal the 94 crime bill? No, they didn't. Ask yourself why. It's political theater. They show, King Kong, I'm going to beat my chest. I'm going to run out of the state. Then I'm going to come back to get the same exact result. You guys like that movie? Isn't that great? They're beating their chests. Yeah, they're fighting. Look at Jasmine Crockett, her soundbite. Yeah, I'm reclaiming my time. Maxine Waters. You guys like that stuff? Yeah, she's so sassy. Yeah, get him, girl. Get him, girl. Yeah, sounds great. Let's look at what you are doing legislatively for your district. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I got my podcast, Black Politicians Ain't Shit. There's a reason why I named it that. Because black politicians ain't shit. If you look at most black politicians, if you look at their congressional record, they don't do shit for black people. They jump on the LGBTQ, the Hispanic, the Dreamers. They fight for everybody else. But when it comes to their constituent, people that look like them, go through their record. If I'm lying, go through their records. Name me one substantial bill that has changed black people's lives that has a black representative's name on it. I'll wait. Matter of fact, you could email me because you ain't gonna find it. Tim says, you're correct. He's a Democrat to the heart, but a black American to the soul. My focus is now trying to get black Americans to ask the questions, follow the money trail, and most importantly, know our worth and unify based on what's morally and the biggest threat. Mental BS brainwashing that American doesn't need black Americans. America isn't America without us, its black population. We have leverage when push the politics away and reset our circle as it once was in the era of immediate post-slavery. Exactly. But see, Tim, this is you're right on it. Drink the Kool-Aid. Drink it. Democrats cannot win any elections without the black vote. We are the most loyal base that they have, and yet they do nothing for us. Look, you guys, I don't care if you're a Democrat. I'm an independent now. I'm a recovering Democrat. I don't care. You could be a Democrat. All I'm asking you is, if you're going to be a Democrat, could you please get something for it? Asians got a crime bill off of the black vote. Gays got something off of the black vote. Illegals got something off of the black vote. When are you as a black person going to get something for your vote? Where's your protection? Did you guys notice that every time everybody else has been served, they got what they wanted to get. Now it's time to address black people. Oh, the Ukraine war Sorry, you guys. This is a little bit more important, but just wait. We're going to get back to you. Oh, we got to deal with the Ukraine war. Oh, Israel. Oh, we got to protect Israel. Hamas and all that. Sorry, black people. Reparations. We can't do that. We just have to. Yeah. Go ahead, Tim. Go ahead and step away. I'll be done in a minute. Have you guys noticed that? Whenever it comes to when it's black people's time to be served, we have to wait. Oh my gosh, we have to reform this. Wait, Bruce. Hey, Bruce, haven't talked to you in a minute. The guy that slid the bribe to Clarence was black. Does that count? Oh yeah, oh my God. Again, Bruce, I've always said black politicians ain't shit. Black politicians ain't shit. Because they're not black. They're Democrats first. What's his name? Metarami? Yeah. So, it's just crazy. Oh, the guy that slid the bribe motorhome to Clarence was a black. Does that count? Motorhome. Gotcha. My friend Bruce, longtime American citizen, he got the hell out of here. A lot of people are getting the hell out of here. I wish I could get the hell out of here. I'm stuck right now. I'm stuck. As much as I love this country, I can't do it anymore. And the sad thing is, a lot of citizens are being priced out of here and going to other countries. Hopefully you only have so much time to live where you could enjoy your dollars, in that other country. But prices are going up all over the place, unfortunately. I just want you to get something for your vote. I don't care who you are. If you're going to vote Democrat as a black person, get something for your vote. Performative theater. This is what we are seeing. Political theater. Nothing but political theater. And I'll tell you this. It doesn't matter if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Because both parties are owned by the corporations. Bruce knows that. A lot of people who know. When you own both sides of an argument, there's no argument. There's no argument. How do you lose in a situation like that? If you own left and you own right, how do you lose? Bruce says you need to focus on the people that enabled Trump. Anyone that voted to block the release of the Epstein files needs to be gone. Exactly. I'm with you on that. But again, it goes back to political theater. These are the same people. Whoever is in that Epstein file, the rich and powerful are protecting because they're all one group, the ruling party. But they are so slick to get people at the lower levels like ourselves to fight among each other. But we're watching political theater and they're protecting each other. We know Bill Clinton, through the flight log, was on that island or on that plane 26 times. We know from video Donald Trump and Marla at the Epstein parties. We know this. It's crazy. Who are they protecting? Who? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? But to me, it doesn't matter. Both parties are the same. It's called the ruling party. They play these games. It's nothing but a game. But you're absolutely right. They need to release that. They need to release it. Mark Twain said, "No amount of evidence will convince an idiot." I remember that. That's true. God, he was so far ahead of his time. Man, those classics, Huckleberry Finn, Tom Sawyer. Man, those books were just... I used to love reading those books, That's when I didn't have any responsibility other than bringing home decent grades, doing my chores. But yeah, I just wish more people would ask these questions. Why is it that we let these representatives come back and report to us bullshit? Nothing substantive. But yet, we're not technically at war, but the military budget keeps going up. Dwight Eisenhower said in his farewell address, for every bullet, every missile, every tank, every ship that is made in the United States is stolen from the mouths of the American people and children. Bruce says morons now want to burn them. Exactly. And when I saw and I read Eisenhower's farewell address, he is so right. Why is the military expenditure keep going up and up and up and up, which is where I have a lot of my stocks, and they're very good. You can't lose. We could have a total Intel failure, and the answer is to give them more money. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, nobody is more stupid than the American voter. Yeah. And the funny thing is, Bruce, I had to show this person that half of the American people don't vote. Those are the smart ones. Yeah, war is big business. It's big business, regardless of if we're factually at war or not. Selling weapons is a big business, and that's all the president is. He's an arms salesman. That's all he is. But half of the American people don't even vote. Those are the smart ones. So ask yourself, if half of the American people don't vote, 15% of them basically throw their vote to third parties. I guess only a third of the American people actually make decisions of who's going to lead this country. War's big business. Biggest arms dealers in the world is the USA. Exactly. And we have no competition, because I tell people all the time, and I'm not trying to dog, Chinese thing, but the Chinese culture has corruption built into it, where they cut corners. No matter what China builds, notice that they have our patents and they copy it. That's why we have all this junk in the United States that people buy, and it lasts for a few years and then it falls apart. Because when it comes to their military weapons, nobody buys Chinese military grade weapons. Nobody. You might have India or maybe some developing country buy some little, trinket type stuff, but nobody buys their stealth planes or their ships or anything like that, because it's dangerous. It's most likely going to be jacked up, right? America is the biggest arms dealer in the world. Matter of fact, we just exchanged one of the biggest black arms dealers for a gay basketball player. That shows you how smart our politicians are. Bruce says, if you're spending that much on war, then you need a very big warehouse of a lot of customers. Exactly. And then you got to use it. You got to justify the weapon. You've got to justify the weapon. The C-17 aircraft, they're talking about reopening up the production line on that. When the C-17 came online, it was 1991. That plane is over 30 years old now. I used to crew the KC-10s, the tankers at March. One of the planes I used to crew is in the museum right now. If you go, as you're passing the 215 and you see the museum, that KC-10 that's there, I used to work on that when it was new. Hey, I'm reading through the typos. No problem. Look, I'm getting old too. But yeah, when I saw that plane sitting in the March Museum, Bruce, I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old myself. It's in the museum. I worked on that plane when it was new, and it's in the museum now. So Political theater, you guys. This is where all our tax dollars go. Just think, if we slash the military budget to a third, I'm not even going to say half, to a third, what would that do for the American people? Could we have universal health care? Could we have school lunch programs and better schools? What happened to all that money from the infrastructure bill under Joe Biden? Where's that at? Nobody asks these questions. But yet there's no money. They're cutting jobs. They're cutting budgets because of the migrants. We spent billions of dollars on the migrants, and now Americans are losing their jobs. Perhaps Clarence's motorhome will go to the museum. Soon. It's going to be soon. So again, you guys, got to hurry and get out of here. In conclusion, what's being done in Texas, if it's wrong that it's being done in Texas, why isn't it wrong that it's being done in California? And if it's rigging the system, would you not call letting all these illegals into the United States rigging the system? For the census. I said that months ago. Something to think about. All right, you guys. You guys have a nice day. Be blessed. Do what you do. A lot of kids have gone back to school. That was a quick summer, wasn't it? 2025 is going by like that. Man, it's incredible. But be kind. Moreno Valley still has a death shelter. You guys probably have death shelters in your cities. We don't have all the time in the world, you guys. You guys notice my generation, we're now the grandparents. Bruce says, recall me saying they will start bombing drug labs. Yeah. You called it. You really got to read the tea leaves. If you're reading the tea leaves, you can see the playbook out in the open. Reminds me of that Brady Bunch episode where Marsha was dating the opposing football guy's quarterback, and he came over to the house and he stole the fake playbook. If you're reading the playbook, it's in real time. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready? What do you do? I hate to say I told you so. No, spike the ball. That's what I do. I spike the ball. Hey, if I'm making the touchdown, hey, spike the ball. Spike that ball. My question is, for all of you liberal Democrats out there, you guys are complaining about ICE agents grabbing people and doing their job, enforcing the law, but at the same time, what can you do about it? You are against the Second Amendment. You have decided not to arm yourself. The main reason of the Second Amendment was to protect yourself against your own government. That was the whole point of it. But no, guns are dangerous. Oh my gosh, we shouldn't have them. Now you've got illegal criminals that are kicking in your door. Remember Colorado, the Venezuelans down there took over a whole apartment complex, or units in the apartment complex, allegedly. You have no way of defending yourself against your own government. What if you got snatched up? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? ICE agents kick in your door, which they wouldn't do without a warrant, but let's just say they did. How do you defend yourself? You, Mr. Liberal, have disarmed yourself, and you've disarmed many of Americans from defending themselves. I am addressing a work matter, almost done. Tim, I'm going to be getting out of here soon, so, I got another couple minutes here. But you, Mr. Liberal, have disarmed yourself. How do you defend yourself against the ICE agent that kicked in your door? How do you defend yourself against whoever that kicks in your door, the illegal criminal that kicks in your door? Oh, guns hurt people. No, people hurt people. It's amazing now that the people that are being snatched up are now hollering and screaming, because what do you do when you're unarmed but the government is? What do you do? Even when I was a Democrat, I wasn't stupid enough not to have my Second Amendment right. That's the whole point of it. The government wants you to be disarmed so that they can control you. So let's talk about Washington, D.C. real quick. Okay, even though you guys don't understand how Washington, D.C. works, it's a federal territory under the control of Congress. The Speaker of the House basically runs D.C. Okay? So during January 6th, Nancy Pelosi had the power to bring in troops and police. But we blame Donald Trump for not bringing in the military. So let's just say you are against what Donald Trump is doing and the Republicans are doing in Washington, D.C., which can only be done there. Let's say you are against it. What are you going to do about it? He just nationalized, I believe, 800 National Guardsmen with weapons. What are you going to do about it? You don't have any weapons yourself. You don't have your Second Amendment rights yourself because you disarmed yourself. So now the government's tyranny is running amok, and you have no way to stop it. So guess what? When we talk about dictatorships, a dictatorship could only go on when the people are disarmed. Let's talk about it. I mean, if I'm lying, I'm lying. Second Amendment rights are very important, but yet the Democrats will tell you. Have you ever noticed that? There's always a gun buyback program in the black community. I've never seen a buyback gun program in the white community, the Asian community, Hispanic community. I've never seen it. It's always in the black community. Why is that? Why is that? Why is it that the police all over the United States, they're terrified when they have to stop a black person in a car, or any American in a car? Why are they terrified like that? Because they know, like we know, that if you have a weapon and I have a weapon, this could end very, very badly. California is very tyrannical. For those of you guys that think California is this liberal place, it's very tyrannical. The Ninth Circuit just ruled that the government has no business regulating how much ammo a person can buy. But they continue to step on our rights. And ICE agents are running around brutalizing people that can't defend themselves. Do you think an ICE agent would brutalize a person if they know that that person had a weapon? But then again, illegal migrants shouldn't be having weapons. Political theater, you guys. Make it make sense. Why is it that we keep electing these people who in high school wouldn't even be invited to the school dance? These are the people that I wouldn't necessarily call them nerds, but these aren't popular people. How are these people now making decisions in such a liberal way and getting away with it? It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But hey, gang, Brother Tim, all you guys, I got to get ready to go. I got some other stuff I've got to do. I just wanted to get on here real quick. I didn't expect to be on here for 50 minutes, but just wanted to tell you guys, what's the difference? They all do it. It's all political theater. It's all political game. Stop complaining about what the Republicans are doing when the Democrats do the exact same thing. If you take a map of gerrymandering all around the United States, you will find that the Democrats do more gerrymandering, and it's racist more than the Republicans do. Just because I'm a black person, why are you putting me in a district that is represented by a black person? That doesn't make any sense. Hey, yeah, Tim, we're still live, but I got to get out of here, brother. I got some things to run on, but we are going to get together and holler and coordinate something and get that going. Big Head Benny, this poor dog, the neighbor was wetting him. He loves the water. Big Head Benny loves the water, so the neighbors like to wet him up and stuff like that. But hit the replay. I'm going to put this on YouTube as well. But again, we need more people waking up. I'm not here to make you a Republican. I'm not here to make you an independent. I'm not here to make you a Democrat. I'm here to make you understand political theater when you see it. It's like when you go to the theater in the movies. Either you like the movie or you hate it. You know, when I saw The Force Awakens, I was like, what the hell is this? This is a remake. Tim says, let's simply focus on getting educated and finding our spot to level things in the USA. Exactly. But also, Tim, I would like to say, again, regardless if you like what's going on in the United States or not, if you do not exercise your Second Amendment right, do not complain when the government brutalizes you. Do not complain. Because the government does not brutalize people who know their Second Amendment rights and exercise them. Oh, the government is doing this. Oh, the government is taking over. Oh my God. Resist. Resist. Where's your Second Amendment? I wish the government would come to my home without a good reason, without a warrant. I wish they would. They don't, because they are well advised. I am known as that. Whatever drama is going on in my street, in my neighborhood, even the teenagers know. Do not go down that cul-de-sac with foolishness. That military guy that's been here forever, oh yeah, don't go down there. No, isn't that Emperor with Tommy Lee Jones? It's about Douglas MacArthur. Yes, he was the American Caesar. If that's the movie you're talking about, Douglas MacArthur is a prime example of unlimited power. The Governor General of Japan. Absolutely, if that's the movie you're talking about. He remolded Japan to the way it is today. He rewrote the Constitution and all that great stuff. But yeah. The government is brutalizing me. Well, where's your weapon? Where's your Second Amendment? See, California is very... we got despots here in California. They don't want the people armed. And everybody, this is exactly why. When the government knows the majority of the citizens are not armed, they brutalize you. Oh, an escaped slave. Okay, emperor. Okay, escaped slave. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna go look that up. Yeah, send me the link. Send me the link on that one. But this is number one. Dictators, when they know the people are unarmed, If one side has all the weapons, what do you think is going to happen? But when they know you are exercising your Second Amendment right, they proceed with caution. Just how it works, you guys. So if you're a liberal out there, a liberal Democrat, a liberal Republican, whatever you want to call yourself, and you don't like what Donald Trump is doing, and you do not exercise your Second Amendment rights, you deserve everything you get. All right, you guys. You guys have a great day. Please be blessed. Be safe. A lot of stuff going out there. If you look a certain way and the government is roughing you up because you look Latin, wow. Welcome to America. Come and get everything that America has to offer. Don't just come here for the goodies. I want you to take the racism, the brutality. Now you kind of get a small portion of what it's like to be black every day in America, to be profiled. You're doing absolutely nothing but walking on the sidewalk, dressed the way you're dressed. Isn't it outrageous how they can just stop you and frisk you as if you're not even a human being? Welcome to America. Welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay, because it's not going to be long, especially if you enter this country illegally. Guys, be safe out there.